The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Nikki, I'll be interested in your opinion.
Yes.
Of this story that I'm about to tell.
I'm listening.
And my behaviour with it.
Okay.
Because, and I thought of it when you were yesterday. You were talking on the show about you had a couple of Karen moments or something like that recently.
Yes. It's happened twice in a month.
Tangaluma with the party upstairs.
Yeah, with the ding dong
Oh,
ditching.
yes, that's it.
I went and
Ding dong
yelled at
ditch
them
with-
at 4 a.m.
And then there was another
the palm
one.
tree people.
Okay. All right. Well, I lost my temper
Ooh.
on Sunday.
Really?
Just gone. Yes. But tell me, I'm still not like desperately ashamed of my behaviour because
It was warranted.
well, I feel like it was warranted. So I was out fishing on Sunday. I went fishing with Archie and my boy and Sonny Bill. Took Sonny Bill. We went down to Jumping Pin.
Yeah.
And we're coming back from Jumping Pin, and it was a busy day, a beautiful day. Sunday, it was magnificent, but there was lots of boats, lots of marine craft out on the water. Mm-hmm. Anyway, as I'm coming along on the broadwater, I'm just in my small tinny.
Yeah.
There was a jet ski that came flying up from behind us.
Yeah.
And then went in front and had this lady on the front and her boyfriend, I'm assuming it was a boyfriend or whoever it was, on the back.
Yeah.
He was holding on. Anyway, this lady, she overtakes us.
Pulled in front.
She goes about
blocked your
100
path.
metres in front.
Yep.
Then she sort of cuts her engine and does this to do a U-turn. And she pulled right in front of our boat. And I was like I had to fully cut the engine because she was completely unaware
Yeah.
that if I had been looking down or not paying attention,
You
I
would
would
have just cleaned them up.
Straight over the top of them.
honestly would have gone straight over the top of them.
Why the hell did she do that?
Well, this is what I did. Okay, so that's happened. I started with these ones. I put my hand
Yeah,
up.
the arms and then the thumb down.
No,
Yep.
I put my hands up like this, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like this. And then I could see old mate on the back of the jet ski and he's
Lipping
He's
off.
mouthing off
he's
at you.
chirping. And I thought, he's...
Apologising.
Yeah. I
As
did.
he should.
Yeah, I thought, okay, he's going into like a length because now I'm kind of approaching them.
Yeah.
I've cut down. I fully had to stop, and I'm just sort of putting past them, and I'm thinking, he's going to be saying he's sorry or something like that.
And?
But as we got closer, I was like, oh no, he's got a bit of aggro in him, and
What the hell?
And then I'm starting to listen. And
you're
I didn't,
with your son too,
I
so
got-
you're
I got-
already defensive.
I got Archie.
Did you have to go, easy, Sonny Bill?
Sonny Bill's asleep through the whole thing. Okay.
Easy, boy.
I was hoping Sonny Bill's gone full GS, but no.
No way.
But the only bit I heard was him where I realised, he's having a go as she's driving. Now I'm driving
back
this way.
towards you.
She's driving back to past us. And as he comes past, and I can actually hear him, he goes, and why don't you put a life jacket on? He said to me, I'm in my boat. And I was
So
like,
he's projecting
yeah,
because he
yeah.
knows he's in the
He
wrong.
goes, and why don't you put a life jacket on?
What are the rules around that?
Well, you actually now legally have to wear a life jacket if you're crossing the broad
Yeah,
water.
but he was wearing one.
Well,
He just
no.
couldn't see it.
No, well, not if your my boat doesn't meet the requirements. I don't actually have to
Yeah,
wear
right.
a life jacket.
I think you do now.
I was wearing a life jacket. You just
It was just the same colour as his shirt.
he
No,
goes-
they've only
he
just
goes,
changed
and
it.
why don't you put a life jacket on? And then I realised, he's fully having. This bloke's
Are
fully
you having a go?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I yelled out something to him.
Yeah, well, what?
Child friendly
Did it
because
start-
Archie was there.
Did it start with go and get?
Yes, I
It
said,
did, didn't it?
Why don't you go and get that?
I love it.
Yeah.
I gave him that one, right?
Yes.
And
Why don't you go and get?
yeah, I gave him the why don't you go
Yeah.
and get?
Yeah.
And all I saw, because now he's behind me, this is what I saw from him.
Oh, wait,
Just the finger.
from behind.
From behind,
The backward finger.
as he was driving away.
Where's that bird with the tomahawk when you need her? She can take the digits off.
Nikki, I was ropeable.
Oh, yeah, I would be as well.
I was ropeable.
Did you think about questioning his masculinity, given that he was sitting on the back?
Yeah, he was,
No, I thought Luttsy, I was that angry that
You hope to drive one yourself one day, big boy? That's where I would have gone.
I knew exactly where I was going with it, Luttsy, and that was going to be a part of the arsenal.
Do you always drive with your nan?
I had the boat turning to chase him down, and I had that. Then I had that realization: they're on a jet ski.
Yeah.
You're never going to catch them.
I'm never going to catch them.
And if you what do you do?
Did you get their license number?
No, I had to let it go. Well, I can't let it go.
So what'd you do?
They're idiot
In my
features
head, I'm like,
everywhere.
I want to track them down. I'm like, I was
Track
praying.
them down.
I was praying that he was going to pull into the marina so I could go. So I just wanted to say that if that bloke, I hope you're listening. But Luttsy's got some good ammo for you, mate. Why don't you step up to the front of the jet ski next time? You got off very lightly.
Oh.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
So much sport happening at the moment. A reminder, Patty Carrigan is on the show after 7 o'clock this morning, straight from Maroons camp. Opening match tomorrow night. We've got the very final tickets.
Yeah. Can we touch on some other stuff quickly?
Well, there's so much going on.
The Lions are in action.
Well, let's say hello to Will Schofield first of all. Each and every
yes.
week we speak to someone special from KO Sports. You can see every game of every AFL round live. Plus, there's over 50 of the world's best sports, all on KO Sports. And we all know Will Schofield does a great job with KO. How are you, Will?
G'day, guys. How are you?
Good, mate. We promised we won't mention the West Coast. Oh, I just did it. I just mentioned they're not going so well at the moment. But having said that, I mean, I'm confused as hell. I've just watched the Demons and who else? The two bottom dwellers beat the Lions over the last few weeks. So it's a pretty tight comp, really. I mean, it's not far between the bottom teams and the top teams as far as form at the moment.
Look, I know I'm over here in Western Australia. I know I played for 15 years for West Coast, but my allegiance is waning for the West Coast Eagles over the last 4 years.
Really?
I've got to be honest. Look, I mean, they have just been absolutely disgraceful for 4 years running, basically. You guys, though, in Brisbane, I mean, Gold Coast, Brisbane, I reckon we may even be trending for a nice little Q Clash Grand Final. I'm just going to put that into.
Wow.
Can we put that into like a bit of maybe existence somehow?
Yeah.
Well, I've never even stopped to think about that, but you have a look at it. Like, that is a legitimate possibility.
It hasn't been because Gold Coast haven't made the finals, but all of a sudden they're there or thereabouts.
That would be so in the face of Victorians. That'd be as bad as when Brisbane hosted the grand final during COVID.
Yeah. But like, for example, when in the NRL, just to talk NRL for a second, back in 2015, the North Queensland Cowboys took on the Brisbane Broncos in Sydney. So an all Queensland grand final for the NRL. Like, if that were to happen this year, and it was the Lions up against the Swans at the MCG, up against the Suns rather. Thanks, David. But like, Melbourneites would embrace that. It'd still be a sellout, wouldn't it, Will?
It's happened.
Yeah. It absolutely would be. So I'm from Geelong originally. You'd get your 80,000 corporates that go along to the AFL Grand Final every week, and then you'd get your fans in. I think that's exciting. If we stay with league though, like over here in Doug, we got a league team, Western Bears.
Yeah, the Bears,
we're back.
mate, the Perth
we're back.
Bears.
We're back in business.
Did you hear what happened? They
website.
went to try and get the website, the Perth Bears. And then they've gone, we better check the old Google to find out that no one's got it. And they're like,
who would?
Somebody's already got the Perth Bears. And then I haven't been to check it out, but apparently it's like a bear is in like...
yeah, it's a safe zone for men can meet other men.
Hairy men, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
Is it hairy men,
Oh,
Will?
really?
I mean, I don't know
Hairy
why.
Men Anonymous
yeah.
quotes
Why would
thing.
Will know about this?
No, yeah, well, I don't know why we're deferring to you as the expert.
I do have a beard.
He has a beard.
You do have a
man.
great big
Are you a
bushy
bear?
beard.
I don't know.
What?
boy.
They should be the drop bears.
So apparently the Western Bears. I mean, it's early stages for the Western Bears, but the Perth Bears do have a bigger membership than the Western Bears at the moment.
Oh, that's great, mate. And
God.
I don't know, anyone else jumping on the Formula One bandwagon?
Well,
at
I
the
think
moment
everyone
with Oscar's
is. Everyone.
performance. I mean, I don't think I've ever been more invested
No, this is
in
so
Formula
exciting.
One than at the moment. We've got our boy Piastri just holding on to the championship lead over Lando Norris over what happened in Monaco at the Grand Prix. But it's just great to see an Aussie lighting up the world.
It's almost happened too quickly, Will. We're just like, what?
We haven't adjusted
he's
to
leading
it
it. I'm not adjusting the fact
happy.
that an Aussie is leading the Formula One. Like, that's absurd.
I went to Belgium and Amsterdam about 3 years ago. Daniel Ricciardo just lost his seat at McLaren to Oscar Piastri. I was in town in the live rolling scrums at the F1 for KO actually, and to watch what Piastri's done, leading the championship. And look, I know there's a lot of English listeners over here in Western Australia, and I'm sure there is where you guys are in Queensland, but I don't know if I like Lando Norris because he's English. Like, that's pretty much it.
That's what my dad said to my British husband the day I met him.
It's just the accent.
Yeah. No, I'm dancing with you on that, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah, Oscar Piastri is full steam ahead. Like, he's doing bloody well because McLaren and everyone else, for that matter, were miles behind Verstappen for, basically 3 or 4 years, and they were starting to lose some, fanship, but now we've got a bit of action from all teams. It's actually going very, very well.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Better for the sport, isn't it? And I think the Spanish
Imagine how good that doco is going to be when it comes out too.
It'll be unreal. The Spanish GP, I think, is next weekend in Barcelona too, so obviously you can catch that on KO as well. So there's plenty going on.
Barcelona, see every game, every AFL round live, plus, as I said at the start, 50 of the world's best sports on KO Sports. You've been great to talk to, mate. Hopefully we can do it again
Cheers,
sometime.
Will.
Thanks,
Schofield.
Will.
Thanks, Will.
Unreal. I'm just going to go sign up to the Perth Bears. Cheers, guys.
Again.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
So, I was having a scroll on the gram and I came across a video that
Apple
is
scroll.
An Apple scroll, correct, with what Lutsy's doing right now.
Yep.
I'm going to start
It's
calling
annoying,
you out.
isn't it? He does that.
Well, I just don't. He is listening,
I'm listening.
but he's
He demands attention when he's telling
Yeah,
the
I
story.
demand your.
Oh, I know.
I demand your attention, but deny you my affection.
And then if you dare interrupt, he snaps at you.
Yeah, he's got a temper.
He gets so cranky.
When was the last time I
Settle-
snapped at you?
Settle down. Settle down.
Speaking
All right, what's
of
going
polarising-
on? What's going on, Nikki?
This video has, it's got so many comments. I always stop on a video where there's lots of comments because I'm like, ooh, people have difference of opinion here.
Touched a nerve.
Yeah, touched a nerve.
I like the funny comments better.
Yeah, I love the funny comments.
That's great.
They're great. But I'm going to play you the audio in a second. It's a gender reveal and it's a video. And this was her response.
Last minute predictions.
Girl.
Okay, girl. Okay. 3, 2, 1. No! You're fucking kidding me! Is it really?
I presume it was blue.
It was blue. She had a little baby boy in her arms and then she got a blue one.
I mean, what? I mean, it's 50-50. I mean, she must have known it was a fair, a half a chance that she's going
But
to be
talk to
disappointed.
me. How do you feel about her reaction?
Honest.
If I was the kid, I think
Yeah?
it's something you got to, in future, the kid's going to go.
Okay, so you're...
I feel unwanted.
So it's the fact that it's online and
It's there forever.
it's going to come back and he's going to go, what the hell?
Yeah. What about this, Mum?
Because I was like you, Ash, because,
She's being honest.
she's being honest. I had that reaction, but I didn't video it.
No.
And
Yeah.
I didn't keep it and put it online because I think she's posted this twice now because it goes viral every time.
Do you think what happened, and how I'm going to defend her on this front, is that someone suggested to her, let's do a reveal, like the husband, for instance.
Yeah.
And when he said that, she's gone, well, if they're suggesting it, obviously it's going to be pink.
Oh, you think he...
So they've gone all this trouble. They're filming it. She's going, here we go. It's a lay down misère. This is going to be pink coming out. And then it's just gone blue. And she's gone, what are you doing? Like,
And
I
she
wouldn't
would've
have
had
done it if I knew it was going to be a blue.
She probably had her hopes really high.
Because they'd given her false hope.
on a pink one. So you think they might have set her up for a bit of a fall there?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
husband's
well,
the saddest.
I could be reading into it, but yeah, you could be right. I wouldn't know, but
You wouldn't know, would you?
I can understand the disappointment though, because when
You did it.
well, we didn't have a gender reveal party, but we did find out for our first two, we just took what we got, which ended up being two boys.
Yep.
But Jode desperately wanted a girl.
Wanted a pink one.
Because you were doing things to get a girl.
Well, Jode had us following all these diets.
Standing on your head at one point.
She was following. She had to go on all these different things that you had to do, different
you
times
ate a lot of
the
pineapple?
month.
Oh, no, that's something different. Yeah.
Now, I was drinking a bottle of vodka a day on top of this, which I'm pretty sure wasn't in the manuals.
I don't think that recommends you get a girl.
How you get a
That's
girl.
how you have robust sons, isn't it, Ash?
Maybe if you were drinking pina coladas, mate. it might have worked.
But Jode was so
she
consumed
wasn't
with the
happy,
idea of having a girl that I was like, maybe we should find out for, what turned out.
Because you don't want that to
Archie.
happen on
She was
the
disappointed.
day.
Yeah, I was disappointed for her too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but we didn't do the full gender reveal thing. Did you? You didn't do that, did you?
No, we didn't do a big gender reveal, but the first two were the same. So, like, we went into having kids, and we both of us come from 3-kid families, and we just had 4 as a number. But we said we'll get. I'd never wanted to find out, but we said, look, if we get 2 down and they're the same, we'll find out for the third. And I'm like, I don't ever want to do that. We're never going to have to worry about it. Of course, we had 2 boys. And the third one was just written in an envelope by the doc, and we opened it in the car after our 20-week appointment. And we just sort of like, oh, of course it was. And it was a 10-minute drive back to the office. And I thought, I reckon there's a little bit of disappointment. But there wasn't. We called up her mum. We told her Sarah's mum about it, and then she threw the biology back at me and goes, well, it's actually your fault, Mitch, because biologically speaking, it's up to the bloke. And
yeah, I told Jeremy that
was about it.
So do you think it was the right decision to find out ahead of time?
Yeah, I do.
I think so as well.
Because it would have been there was a bit of grief there for Jode when she realised, because there was no way I was going for 4th.
No.
Like Mitchell over here.
So
no way. So that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, same for me. But yeah, as I said before, the Gantt catalogue sorted me out because I saw 2 guys dressed really dapper, 2 young lads. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have those. The Winklevoss.
We can have some fun with that.
And I'm so glad. I think you get what you meant to get. I really do.
Yeah, of course.
I'm so happy with my boys. Love you, boys.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Boys, we're in for a treat.
Go ahead.
What do you got?
I love treats.
Well,
I love tempting treats.
have you ever heard of a treat called Sushi Mango?
Damn straight I have.
They're the boys from Melbourne. They're the comedy trio, and we've got them on the line. G'day, Joe, Carlo, and Andrew. How you doing?
Yeah, we're all here, guys. How are you?
Nice. It's the Holy Trinity.
We're good. How are you guys going? You're coming up to QPAC in August, aren't you, for an encore?
Yes, we are. We can't wait. We love coming back to Brizzy. We always have a great time. And we're going to QPAC. I think it's the first time we've been there before, though.
Yeah, first time. We did the big place last time. What was the
entertainment
centre?
Ooh,
and we're doing some encore shows. We put on 1, but the demand just was overwhelming again. So we put on 2 on the same night. We can't wait. Everyone from Brisbane's nuts. The last time we came there,
thank you.
You guys, I don't know what it is in the water over there, but you guys are just another level. So we can't wait.
That's so good. It's got to be pleasing. Like you're talking about some big establishments you're playing there. The Ent Centre, it holds a ton of people. What's the genesis of this, boys? Where did it start? Were you all old mates and you went, bugger it, we're funny. Let's take this on the road, or how did it happen?
Well, obviously Joe and Carlo are brothers, so it started at the hospital for them. For me, I'm an old mate, 35 years in the running, maybe a little bit more, and it was Joe, really. Joe started doing some singular sort of rant sort of vids online, and then we all sort of latched onto that, and the birth of Sushi Mango was created by accident, really.
Now, the first time I saw you...
We say we've always been idiots. We just put a camera in front of us.
Right.
Yeah, well, it works. It pays to be idiots because you've got 2.3 million followers now, don't you, on your Sushi Mango page?
Yeah, I know. They give idiots radio shows too, Nikki, as well.
Oh, look, I feel like I'm just a seat warmer for Suze while she has a gap year.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
It's not that. It is not
hang on
that.
a second. I just want to say congratulations on getting number 1.
Oh, thank you. How are you paying attention?
Thanks, guys. That's pretty cool, wasn't it?
That's really nice.
Nikki, you're an old friend. You're an old friend of ours. We've known you for many years. You also performed at the Sydney Opera House with us, so we're very, very proud to see that you came there and shook it up a bit. So well done, guys. It's amazing.
We're also closet stalkers,
pretty
by the
cool.
way. That's how we know.
We'll also
I
have
do
to go on
remember.
for number 2 pretty soon. Go ahead.
I remember
That's
coming
not
off
there.
stage when I did your show, which was a complete. Am I allowed to say
Is
one
this at the
crowd?
Opera House?
At the Opera House.
Yeah, yeah.
It was your crowd, right? So they were your people, and I came disguised as Big Bird. Basically, I wore this giant yellow frock, and I was like, "Bugger it, I'm just going to go it." And you guys didn't reveal that you were nervous for me until afterwards when I came off stage, and they went, "Oh, thank God they liked you. We didn't know if they were going to like you or hate you."
Yeah, no, you smashed it that night in a crowd full of it was like the United Nations in there, and you did so well, and we're just proud of you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I want to talk more about what you guys and what you're up to. Mitch, can we hold on to them for after the break?
Yeah, come back after this.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne with Sushi Mango. Now, before the break, Nikki, you were reminiscing on performing at the Opera House with the boys.
Now, let's go back to you getting a tweet from Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, so he'd followed us and then on Instagram and then started liking a few of our posts, and we were like little kids, because we're huge fans of the show and of his work. We were sending around like, "Oh, look, he liked our stuff, this, that, the other." But one day we woke up and he was to a comment, and it wasn't just the comment; it was what he wrote that sort of blew us away. He'd written, "This is absolutely hilarious. You guys are geniuses. No one's doing this. Never stop." And we were just like, still today, like absolutely blown away that someone like Jerry Seinfeld thinks that we're geniuses. I don't think he knows the true extent of how stupid we are, but that's fine.
He was obviously on drugs at the time.
It may have been a fake account.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll get you? You need to hit him up for a collaboration so you can, go in cars and drink coffee with him or do something like that.
Well,
have you reached out to him?
Well, the next day we're at his doorstep and we got dragged away by security. We'll try again, but no. Look, look. We'd love to have the chance to sit down with him, and Joe got a chance to meet him actually at when he played at Rod Laver, which was good. So.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend. Like he was, when they say don't meet your heroes. Well, he was everything and more that you could imagine. He was such a nice guy. We laughed. We shared some jokes, and then I basically went to the back and shat myself. But apart from that, everything was good.
And speaking of big names, you guys have also collaborated with. This guy's my new number one favourite Australian sports person at the moment is the Volk. And you guys have done some stuff with the Volk that I've seen out and about too. I mean, isn't he one of the greatest blokes that we've ever produced from Australia?
Oh, wow. What an athlete, what a gentleman, what an absolute authentic guy. And he's funny and he's just easy to get along with. And we're really polite to him because we're scared he's going to beat us up.
That's
he's a great dude. We really enjoyed getting to know Bob.
It's funny, like we've become friends with him over the last couple of years. And someone who's so down to earth and friendly, you just look at him and you think, like, within a blink of an eye, he could rip out our eyeballs and eat them
at any moment.
And he's just an absolute legend of a bloke, and we always have a good time. Went to his farm.
Really?
He lives off the land. Yeah, he lives off the land, like he was out in the back of Wollongong somewhere. He's an absolute legend.
He lives off the land in a $4 million house.
All right, so you boys.
Like Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, he goes all organic in his giant bunker house made of concrete.
Byron.
Yeah, knocked over 3 rainforests to do his bar. Oh, okay, guys, so you're coming
That's
up.
exciting, yeah.
Sunday, the 3rd of August, you've got a matinee and then an evening show at QPAC. Where do they buy tickets?
Probably QPAC.
sushimango.com. Just jump onto sushimango.com, and the second show, which is the evening show, is pretty much sold out. But there's some good seats in the matinee. So,
but I'm sure there'll be someone scalping some tickets on the day. So
probably you guys.
Well, I can't wait to see you guys. I'll be coming. Well, I hope. Give me some free tickets and I'll be there.
They can't promise that.
You need a Big Bird outfit again as well.
Yeah, I'll just come and sit in the front in the Big Bird outfit, and the nonnas can just roast me for the whole show. Sounds like a good plan.
Thanks, boys.
Cheers, boys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, we got a
Thanks,
double
guys.
pass to give
Bye.
away.
Oh, we
as well.
do. We got a double pass.
Sushi Mango, if you'd like to see them when they come up here to Q-Pack, we've got a double pass to give away, 13 24 10. Thanks, Sushi Mango.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.